Alright, welcome back everybody to episode 77 in our F1 Manager 96 playthrough as Arrows. We are at the halfway point in the season. Given that last episode was race 8. And we got the French Grand Prix up today, as you can see. And we're not going too bad. We had a bit of a rough Canada, but we still maintained scoring points. However, both Benetton and Ferrari closed down quite a bit. As you can see, there's just 1 point separating us and Benetton for the constructors. However, we are coming to the part of the season where I think we should be pretty handy. We just got to get through this race and we'll see where we're at, I guess. So we've got 5 days until we have to head off. So let's see if we need any new parts for all merchandise. Everything looks pretty good there. That looks good as well. No, we're all good on merchandise, so we don't need to worry about that. Tire wise, I think we're looking okay. We've got none in store, so we'll take I think a couple more sets of those. We won't bother with the wet tires. Got what do we got? Germany and Great Britain coming up, right? So we'll take 2 full sets of those. Of course, Goodyear are paying for that, so we don't have to worry about paying for the tires yet, so that's good. I think we'll take... Actually, no, the 50% one should be alright. Yeah, I think we're looking alright for that. What, 18 and 15. Yeah, that should work. And I think we'll go a 2-stopper around Magny Cours. It's usually a pretty rough one for tyre wear. So we'll do that. And hopefully, what engines have we got? Alright, so this is probably going to be the last one for this engine. And then we shall see where we are at. So we haven't really had a particularly great Magny Cours before, and since the music has stopped, let me do the track guide right now. That would probably make a bit of sense, wouldn't it? So I'll mute the mic and we'll get the track guide out of the way now. Alright, so that is a lap of the Magny Cours track. Was a bit hit and miss over the years. It didn't always produce the greatest racing. And then other times it could. She'll put in 55, I think. The earliest memory I have of this race was when Frentzen won here in '99, when he plainly shouldn't. The Jordan was definitely not the best car that day, but actually I shouldn't say that. The earliest I remember was '97, I believe, and the only thing I can remember of that was Villeneuve tried a rather audacious move on the last corner and ended up spinning and cost himself a spot, I think. Ultimately, of course, it didn't really matter because he ended up winning the title, but I remember that. And then, yeah, '99, it was a wet race. It started off dry and then it turned to wet, so... But yeah, there was a bunch of guys who looked pretty good in that race. I mean, Barrichello started from the pole and led the first little bit of the race. Coulthard looked pretty good at parts until his car broke down. Hakkinen looked good in parts. Schumacher looked good in parts. Wasn't really Frentzen's race until it became apparent that he wasn't going to pit again. And then I think everybody realized, and it's like, oh, okay, he's actually got a shot here, and ended up going all the way, and no one else could catch him. Alright, so we are sitting P6 and P19, and I just saw the engine went red, so that's okay. Still got a little bit of life in here. We'll lower the front wing down by a click, I think. And how much did we use? We used 13. Should be alright, I think. Go forward a little bit of time. 44 minutes? Yeah, that should be fine. This track was very reminiscent of the Hungaroring in that it was quite difficult to pass on. Yeah, 13 seems to be the number for that. So let's see, no, Giorgio went down, okay. Well, that's alright, we will hopefully be able to do that on the softer compound tyre, and we don't really need to do anything with that. So what are we, 6th and 20th? Yep. Alright, so Frentzen needs to find a second. He might not need to find a second, actually. Depends on how this goes. Let me lower that down even more. Send out Frentzen right away. Send out Giorgio right behind him. And we'll see if the softer tyres help out. Hopefully they do. Ferrari's looking good so far. Well, Frentzen does break into the 17s, but not enough to knock off Michael. Oh, there you go, Giorgio into the 19s. Pretty good lap there. So how close is he to Michael? 7/100ths. Alright, that's doable. That is definitely doable. We'll put in 11 again. Slightly harder compound tyre, see if that does anything for us. It might not though as well. We'll see. Giorgio's right on him. Didn't quite beat his lap time though. No, neither of them improved then. Alright, so Giorgio is currently P10. And Frentzen, is Schumacher improved? He has not. Alright, so the only other thing we can do is put in a fresh engine. Our last set of super sticky quali tyres. And maybe lower the rear wing. See if that does anything. You never know, it might. So we'll probably go out around 10 minutes to go. See if we can get that magic lap in that we're looking for. Probably send Giorgio out first. See if he can do roughly half a lap. I think from memory half a lap takes you to about here. It's about there, I think. Alright, let's try it anyway, I guess. Well, let's see if they can improve. Giorgio does not. Frentzen does not either. No, it doesn't look like they're gonna. That's alright. So Schumacher is gonna be on pole for this one. And we shall see what we need here. It was 13, right? So that means that is 12. That is 24. So 55 should be perfectly acceptable. Yep, we should be fine on that. So we'll lower that down a little bit. So that did not work on the lowered rear wing. So let me go back on that. Actually, let's go up instead. Let's go 18 and 16. It's one thing we didn't do. Katayama up there in P9, I see. Pretty good effort from him. And that was the only two drivers into the 17s. Where is... Oh, Villeneuve's P5, okay. I think I will put a tiny bit more in him. So that should be enough, I fancy. Let's try that and see where we go. Hopefully this works. Hopefully we get a good start to this. Alright, he's on tire 2, goes to a 4, then 3. He's on 3, goes to 2 and 4. Alright, so we're all looking pretty good, I think. Speed this up a bit. Oh, Schmidt's off. Lemieux is currently leading by a second. So I guess Schumacher has pitted. No, he's not. He has not yet pitted. Okay. Alright, Frenzen's going to be in this time by... There he is. I potentially could have gone for a one-stop strategy maybe, but I think a two-stop would make a little bit more sense. Taki Inui is out. Here comes Giorgio. In for his stop. And sub 10 second, pretty good effort there. Alright, let's see how we're looking. Lemieux still leading. Schumi just stopped, I think. Yes, he did. How long was his pit stop? Well, we're currently P2. Of course, we will be coming in again. And I don't think Michael is. I'm not sure about Jacques. But we'll see. Where is Giorgio? What position is he? 10th? 12th. Okay. Frentzen is in. Another stop. .7. That was a pretty slow one, boys. Gotta do better than that, I think. In comes Giorgio. .3. Yeah, okay. Not the greatest pit stops there. Oh, Panis is out. Yeah, Villeneuve and Frentzen, Villeneuve and Schumi have not stopped yet. Lemieux did. Actually, Heinz Harald is coming up to lap Giorgio. He has lapped him. Villeneuve is looking pretty good so far. He might hang on, you know. Yep, he's gonna hang on for the dub. Alright, so P3, that's not too bad. So let me mute the music and we will do our little podium ceremony. Alright, there we go. So P3, we lose the lead in the Constructors' Championship. But Michael keeps the pressure on, but only gains 2 points on us. But we are now at a pretty good stint for us because we know last year Germany went really well for us. We should be good around Silverstone, we should be good around Hungary and Belgium, and if we're good around Hockenheim, we should be good around Monza. We of course won last year in Portugal with Jos Verstappen, and hopefully by then it won't matter what we do in Japan. The championship will hopefully be wrapped up for us. The Constructors one, on the other hand, that's going to be a tough one. We're going to have to hope that Michael keeps finishing second to us, particularly, yeah, if he can, then that's points that Benetton aren't going to get, right? So if we win, and if Michael finishes second, then the best Benetton can hope for is third and fourth, which would be 7 points. So we'd be gaining 3 points on him every race. So we'll see. Maybe Benetton are due an ordinary one. I think they've had, yeah, all these guys have finished both races so far. All the races so far. To be fair, so has Heinz Harald. So you could argue that he's probably due a retirement. Giorgio's had his. But yeah, that is going to be the French Grand Prix for us. So a third place. Not too shabby. I'll take a third. We've not been brilliant around Magny Cours previously. So I will take a third place there, I think. Home Grand Prix up next, though. I am expecting pretty good things there. Heinz Harald has been very fast around that place, so in testing, I'm hoping he can carry that on in the race. We didn't repair the under tray. There we go. Alright, so I think we are all repaired now. Yes, we are. Oh, no, we're not. We've got the gearbox. There we go. We all repaired now? I think we're all good now. So let me get our tires ready for next time. And yeah, we'll be doing a one-stop strategy around Silverstone, the old layout. The better layout, in my opinion. Than what we have now, but that's just my personal opinion. But that's going to be it. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. French Grand Prix is done and dusted, so we will be back with the British Grand Prix next time. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the little like and subscribe button. And yeah, I stream on Twitch most Mondays through Fridays, so feel free to check out some more content over there if you like. Otherwise, have an awesome day and catch you next time.